Kende Akinpelumi. I attend Holy Flock of Christ Grammar School, Ondo, and I am presently in SS3. My first day in this school was the beginning of my confusion. My parents picked Holy Flock based on proximity. Her house was a walking distance from the school. To be admitted in the school of my choice was a great joy to me. My mother went with me the first day, and together with a crowd of parents and newly admitted students, we stood at different corners waiting to be attended to. At our corner, a young girl of my age would not stop crying. It was such a distraction as the mother would not stop consoling her. Other parents who could not stand her show of sadness asked the mother why her daughter would not stop crying. She explained that the girl was admitted at St. Monica's Girls' Grammar School, but for some reasons she was brought here. Her answer was like turning on a gushing water tap. More than half of the parents started lamenting how they all preferred the school or the other to Holy Flock where they found themselves. They all had stories for coming here and they were apparently sad. I listened intently, and from their discussions, the same schools were their preferred choices: St. Leo's, St. Monica's, St. Joseph's, and Ondo Boys High School. At that point, a big question mark stood right at my front. I asked my mom on our way back home why those parents preferred the other schools mentioned, and her answer ignited an adventure in me. She said, "Tani ofen kontoda," meaning who would not want a good thing. As young as I was, I could sense that my parents chose Holy Flock for economic reasons, and not because they did not like those other schools. From that point, visiting those schools became a strong desire in my life. Upon inquiry, I learned these schools are beautiful, and that made me have some resentment in my heart against the government. Why would they make some schools beautiful and abandon others? Why? You can imagine my joy the very day I had the opportunity to visit one of these preferred schools. St. Leo's precisely. I was sad to see how the students there looked, and what they had that made even the government focus so much attention on them. I was in GSS3 that time, and right from the gate, I could affirm the beauty of the school. I saw the students, some of my friends during my primary school days there. We greeted and I kept wondering. I felt jealous as I walked around the schools, and I knew better. I know better that it was not actually the government, but the old students that made the difference. Old students. Upon this knowledge, I had it in mind to visit other schools that were preferred by many. And yes, I was at St. Monica's. I've been to St. Leo's a number of times. And recently, Ondo Boys High School and St. Joseph's, even St. Ambrose and Independence Grammar School. Boldly written on the walls of these schools are inscriptions bearing the names of individuals and sets of old student classes that are committed to transforming their alma mater. Holy Flock of Christ Grammar School, Ondo, founded in the year 1980, and that's 42 years ago. I'm sure we have our own students that are even old enough to be parents of the present students. The land of my school is blessed, and that gives me the assurance that our whole students are blessed and doing well out there. I am the current senior girl of the school, and this piece is put together by a full of other students and myself. In my 6 years in this school, I've experienced the administration of 3 principles, and their ordeal is shifting between the building words and building the students' lives. It is the network of their efforts that have kept the school standing in date. We need help. O students of Holy Flock of Christ Grammar School, Ondo, kindly look back, please, and help raise our shoulders. Academically, we are good, and I'm sure you will just be proud of us. In sports and entertainment, we are keeping the flag flying. However, we want a more conducive environment for the teaching and learning process. The pains of seeing the impact of old students in other schools, and nothing from us is like the pains of being an orphan. But we know we are not. Daddies, mommies, big uncles and aunties, were you here for 5 years, 6 years, or even just a day? Have you trod the same path we are treading? You have pride. Come to our aid, please, and save your alma mater from ruins. The newly commissioned building house in the physics, chemistry, and biology laboratories at St. Monica's was actually built by a philanthropist who is neither an old student nor has any of his children schooling there. For this, I know our help is not limited to our old students. We appeal to kind-hearted people and organizations to please come around and help build our beautiful world for us. Most hours of our days are spent in the school, and whoever gives us the beautiful word is definitely making us indebted, even to generations after us, as we also replicate the good gesture. We are young, but seeing the disparities the activities of a student can create among schools, we pledge to give back to her alma mater.